All right. So thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. I was going to give you the introduction for my customer service job for crying out loud. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Soto Desperado Plays Ark Survival Ascended. We've hit a good place so far. Like I said before, I proved that that little fix that I found for the whistles won't happen again. So I could probably do a gamma boss pretty soon. I won't do that today, but I'll maybe this weekend, maybe tomorrow after church, because I will be going back to church tomorrow. I'll try to get some healing, and essentially. What we're trying to do is get Megatheriums, because I have a really good Megatherium saddle. If I can just get a consolidated Megatherium and a couple of Uties, then we're good to go. So I'm over here in the cold area, and I'm going to go ahead and see what I could find. I have my cold weather gear. I have plenty of Narc. I have everything I need. I'm hoping for Megatheriums mostly, because the Uties are a bitch to tame, but I could do it. It's just, it takes a little work. Now, I have enough stuff to set a trap. Should be able to set a trap for the Utie, if I need to get a Utie, and Uteranus. And that's it. That's where I am right now. All right, so I'm going to play a video. We'll start off with that. We got More for Life. This orientation sounds unattractive. I'm leaving now. This is when he was having trouble with the Chicago-based companies. He doesn't like them, the way they operate. They probably suck like most corporations, but here you go.
What can I say about these Chicago-based companies? Some of these companies just are not transparent. They don't tell you the truth till you go to orientation. It almost make you want to leave orientation. It almost make you want to leave. It really does. It almost makes you want to leave. Because they want to charge the driver for every fucking thing. God damn it. You already want to charge an escrow. Okay? Then you want to charge $250 for this EOD fee. Some insurance crap like $150 a month. I mean, only thing positive is that they escrow is cheaper than the other company that I was going to go through. The escrow is cheaper than the other company, but they just got all. Why do they make up all these fees? It doesn't. See, here's the deal. I wish we can talk to actually drivers. Damn, and I wish more drivers make. I wish more drivers made videos, but they don't. I wish they did. They don't even got a company, but they work for. They can just give some type of. I work for a Chicago-based company, and but so many people don't make videos, bro. It just you think it's videos out here, but in general, it's really not. It's really because it's so many. First of all, it's so many Chicago-based companies. It's an endless amount of them. Some companies within them they got 3 or 4 and brother companies, like what I mean, or some of them got like 2 companies in together. So some got no reviews, some got nobody did the YouTube video on it. Nothing like that on it, so you don't know anything, okay? This company pisses me off, man. They charge 30% of the load, which I don't like. I don't like that, but I'm thinking like, okay, it may work out, it may not work out. I don't know if they're going to be transparent or not. Like, God, why you just don't pay me per mile? I don't like that. But if I go, I rather chance it. Here's the deal. I rather chance it with this company. It may work out. They may be transparent. You may make decent money. The other company wanted to charge a $300 escrow. So that means at least this company is not that. It's not 300 times every time I get paid. Like my first 2 checks are going to be low, but then after that, versus if I go to this other company that interviewed me, that pays 60 cents per mile. They interviewed me, hired me, did all the drug tests, but I'm thinking every time you get paid, it's going to be minus $300. See, they don't tell you that. This other company, this company B over here that I interviewed for the drug test, they charged a $250 escrow. Then they charged a $50 some type of occupational insurance bullshit. None of the American companies charge this occupational bullshit. None of them that I know of. None of the mega carriers charge you for some occupational shit. Then they make you get a business account, which is stupid too, which is another stupid thing. Which is, to me, is another stupid thing. I mean, like, who makes up these dumb fucking rules? This shit is all dumb all around, bro. To me, you ain't really no business owner in trucking when you do OTR. You wanna know why? Because the most important thing is picking your loads. Because someone, when you out driving all alone by yourself, going to all these random ass carriers, random ass warehouses, there's some warehouses you will never want to go to again. See, you don't know that till you out there. You're like, oh man, I ain't never going there again. Oh man, I ain't never. See, that's the OTR is the most is you're gonna run into variables. God drivers, you on dedicated accounts. On dedicated accounts, you don't deal with none of the problems that I deal with when you do OTR. You just don't. Because when you first get with a carrier and it's OTR, you don't know the running lanes they're going to have you running. Then you go to these shippers, you don't know how long they're going to take to load you at these shippers in and out. It may be hours to get unloaded, and then they all do the same shit eventually. They're going to give you a load, and you ain't going to have enough hours to get there, and it's going to be the next morning, and you don't have enough hours to get there. The shippers, in between the shippers and the carrier, always put you behind as being an OTR driver. You go to a warehouse, you sit there for hours and hours and hours waiting to get loaded. Your hours of service is already low because your afternoon load took hours to unload you. Then now you getting loaded, and they taking hours to load you, and it got to be there tomorrow morning. I've did this with so many carriers. I feel like that's the ultimate thing. But anyway, let's go back to this company right here, the company A that I chose. When you finally get to OTR, then they tell you all the other hidden fees that they charge you. Like, damn it. Like, this. You don't see the thing about it. You don't know if you're going to be making $1,500. You don't know if you're going to make it $17. You don't really know. Okay, and then when they tell you about this 30% of the load, are they going to be transparent? I don't know. These ads that they show on Facebook or whatever, that you would make $1,500 a week, that you make $1,800 to $2,200 a week, man, shut up. You ain't gonna make all that after they take the. Then okay, so once I get the orientation, they charge you EOD deposit. The EOD deposit is $250. Damn, like what the fuck? Who steals the EODs? How many drivers steals the EODs? That's stupid. Okay, then they charge occupational insurance. That's once a month. That's $130. Okay. Then they charged an escrow, okay, which is $150. So altogether, your first paycheck is minus $500. I'm like, fucking goddamn. And you're gonna, most of the time when you first start with a company, you're gonna start in the middle of the week. Most often you are. I'm just like, the bad thing about OTR is this: that no matter what carrier you are with, you are going to live loads. These warehouses are going to make you mad because you're going to be there waiting. Wrong pickup number. You're not going to be in. And I wish you was in and out of these warehouses. Some of them you are, a lot of them you are not. You're dealing with appointment times. You're dealing with a lot of variables. You don't deal with this shit. When I worked on Target account, I didn't deal with this shit. When I worked on Sam's Club, I didn't deal with this shit either. So I mean, you know what I mean? Drivers, you want dedicated. You want dedicated. In my opinion, you want dedicated. You don't want to have to worry about this shit, bro. This shit's just. This is terrible. Nah, it may work out good. They may work out, but they want to charge you for being late. Here's the thing about when you charge an OTR driver for being late. Now, this is not just Chicago-based companies. It has to do with being OTR. Okay, because when you're OTR, you're going to get loads set up too fast. You're going to deal with a lot of appointment times, a lot of times waiting at docks. So you as an OTR driver, in my opinion, you're all over the place. You're at docks for long hours waiting over here, docks long hours waiting over here. Preferably, in my experience, I want less miles. So just in case that ship will keep me for hours loading me, or just in case that ship will keep me for hours unloading me. I don't want to be stressed out. This is where you become stressed out, you as a driver. This has happened to all the carriers. Every carrier I've been with. This has happened. I'm at a dock for 5 hours, 6 hours. This load got to be there tomorrow morning, and it's 700 miles away. This load got to be there tomorrow morning, and it's 300 miles away. This is only OTO shit. This is only OTO shit. No, I don't. But back to their fees, they want to charge you for everything. I'm looking like, God damn. Damn, why they want to? This is like, God. Then they say if the tire, they want to put the tires are the driver responsibilities. God damn it! See, this company, bro. These companies pissing me the fuck off. You get here, and like you don't know all the hidden fees till you go there. So even this company, like, if I leave this company and go to that other company down the street, which I already did a drug test to, I don't know. See, they had shit. They don't tell you all the hidden fees till you show up to the orientation. Then you're looking like, oh my God, bro. That ELD really pissed me off. How many motherfuckers are still in the ELD? How many people still in the ELD? That's so stupid to me. God damn, that shit's stupid. Oh, the scamming they running. That occupational insurance bullshit, that's a scam too. You think they gonna pay you? You think they gonna pay you if you get hurt on a job? No, they ain't gonna pay you, bro. Bro, if that was the case, why the mega carriers don't charge occupational insurance and all that shit, bro? I don't know. Only these dumb shit. God damn it, man. I don't know. They may have good equipment. For me seeing their website, they look like they got good equipment. That's the positive, okay? That's the positive. They look like they got good equipment. Good equipment. Now, okay. The variable that you always will run into is when it comes down to dispatch. Because I think this, as an OTR person, going to all these different type of shippers and receivers, live load, you just deal with so much. You just do, in my opinion. I don't want 1,000 miles, 700 miles, be there next morning, and I'm already out of hours right now, and it's 7 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd rather, me personally, this is me. I'd rather get less miles than be stressed waiting at docks for hours. I've did this too many times. And like I said, I think the warehouses will make you mad because they're going to hold you up no matter what. Several carriers. This happened to me, several people. Then you're going to go to your receiver. They're going to look at you sideways while you're late. May not even unload you. May make you wait a day because they don't got no appointment time for you. So you got to wait next day. So you're sitting on that loaded because you was late. And then your dispatcher gonna tell you what your dispatcher gonna tell you. I know y'all gonna say, well, you need to talk to your dispatcher gonna tell you that's all the loads we got in the area. Well, take that load. I'm gonna change the appointment time. Take that load. That's all we got. I've heard that from multiples. I've complained about loads being too fast to several dispatchers. Okay, I know y'all gonna say in the comments, well, you need to communicate. They don't never take me off. They don't, because the load is probably paying good for them. Whatever, probably paying good. It don't really matter. I think that's my one main. I figured out my one main problem: going to a shipper in the afternoon and trying to flip that load. Be there next day. It's tomorrow at 7 to 8 o'clock. And this even if it's 400 miles, even if it's 300 miles, and you don't got me. No, bro. Less miles. Shit. Less miles. That's what I want. Less miles. And really, don't pick up no load late in the afternoon, because that's gonna that fucks you all up. Because when you pick up most of the loads, when you pick up late in the afternoon, it gotta be there tomorrow morning. The driver probably don't have no time to get it there, so that automatically puts the driver behind. Plus, he gotta go there and wait. So I'm like, you're automatically behind. This never happened to me on Target or Sam's Club. You know why? Because I always just went to the distribution centers where I picked the loads up from, and I just took it to the store, and I just brought back the empty trailers and did it all over again. Your job is so much easier on dedicated freight. All of the problems and variables waiting at docks, wrong pickup number, wrong this, wrong that. Oh man, you just don't know. You just don't know. So it's so much when you get to a carrier and do an OTR. You don't know the running lanes, you don't know where they got their freight at, and you really don't know. Then live loads. You don't know how long you're gonna be sitting at these docks. You don't know. That's why all these hidden fees, man. It's a gamble. And then the other thing about going to these trucking companies, they may be decent. They may be decent. Most companies that had, this is what I will say. Most of my companies that had good equipment, Advance, Megatrans, and that small guy, Rondell, they all had good equipment. Meaning I went months with no breakdown. That's what I mean. I went months. All of them was live loads. I went months with no breakdown. So that's good for me, good for them, because they're not paying for no breakdowns. See what I'm saying? They ain't paid for a breakdown. They ain't in nothing months. At the end of the day, it's a gamble with these Russian. It's so many Russian companies. A lot of Russian companies don't got websites too. I want to repeat myself. A lot of Russian companies don't got websites, so it's a gamble. I just can't believe all these fucking fees they got. I'm so pissed when I see damn, $250 for this. You already taking $150 out for escrow and $250 for this, $150 for that. I'm like, god damn. Yeah. I get it'd be different if you knew you was gonna make $1,500 or $1,600 every week, gross. You don't know that. It's a gamble. At the end of the day, it's a gamble. You could be making good money. You could be guys with this company could be making decent money. You don't know. They don't got no videos. They're not on YouTube, bro. They just not. This is what it is.
Yeah, they're not going to bitch or complain or make a stink about anything. Most people don't complain. They're just thankful they have a job. They're thankful they're alive, man. They don't really care about the circumstances as much. I mean, it's understand that you have an opinion, but the truth is that these people want to keep their job. They have families to feed. They have bills to pay. They don't care about any kind of shit like that. They really don't. They never did. They were always that way. I think I just had too many walls in there. I don't think I can transfer those things. Get this off of here. I can come back later and pick it up with another bird after I unload my stuff if necessary. See, I'm a lot faster now. I had too many walls. I think I have too many walls. Alright, so far I got a bunch of dead UDs, but they were all low level shit, so that's great. I haven't found what I wanted. I'm going to try to get this thing over here. So what you got to do is you find the target, and then you got to make the trap, and then you got to hope they don't die by the time you make the trap. Then you got to get them into the trap, right? That's what you got to do. stuff I really don't need, but that raw lamb would come in handy. I was trying to do some. Oh, here's a uni. 2 of them. Oh no, 1 uni. Oh, it's a lovely. Okay. I don't know why I got so low level unis. Into the water, dummy. Into the water. There you go. Then I'll dump some of this meat. And I'll dump this. And trying to get them to come deep into the water so they can get the hell out of my way, but they're taking a moment here. Oh, are those pearls? I've never seen those before. Oh wow, there's pearls right under there. I didn't know there were pearls there. Unless there's something else. Shit. I want to get this Yudi thing. Okay, the main thing doesn't care. Okay. I need the Yudi thing. Alright. Got 7 Yudi things. I forgot which boss they're for, but there's usually a boss. Oh, look at that. You guys see it? Right there. There's like crystal. There's like 2 extra pearls there I never saw before because they're not on the surface. They're on the side. Okay, I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's a pearl. It could be. I'm not sure. The last time I got jumped by a whatchamacallit. Perdovia. Now this is the next cave I want to do, and in this cave there's a lot of bats. So you don't want to go in there without bats, without something. And none of these big things can fit. You hear the bats in there. So what you do is you crawl in there and you take something you can uncryo. Like I was going to take that, what's that little... Apache. I was going to take Apache in there. I have a good saddle on it and just see what I could do with it. Alright, let's see if there's another video I can get on here. Joey the Gypsy.
Climate problems are increasing. Cold.
So this video is going to be about how I beat cravings. So
this is Joey the Gypsy. Is one of my favorites. I haven't had a video from him in a while. It says how to beat.
I'm going to try to make this one kind of quick.
I don't know what cravings he's talking about though.
I already filmed it once and it was like 20 minutes long, and I'm like, well, it doesn't need to be that long. If you guys want me to release the longer version, let me know. I'll release the longer version in the next couple of days. But this is going to be the quick version. I just want to get the point across for the people who are dealing with this. So, the way to beat cravings. Now, this is, I got a comment on one of my videos, and it kind of stuck with me. Someone asked me if I still get cravings for the opiates, and it got me to thinking, and I was like, no, I don't even think, I hardly ever even think of opiates anymore. I'm just so far past the shit that I'm a different person now. That's the truth. I am a different person than I was when I was on that shit. And the person I am now ain't got time for that bullshit. I got things I gotta do. I don't want to be wasted all day. So I'm like, I'll be honest, I can't even believe I used to do that shit. But, so no, I don't get cravings for opiates no more. But I do get cravings for weed. And I get some strong cravings for it because weed has been one of my best friends throughout my entire life, pretty much. It's my old buddy, man, and it's always there for me. And I do miss it, I ain't gonna lie. And I can just go over my neighbors and get it whenever I want. So I do get those cravings. Now, last night, I was getting a craving. And I realized I've been doing this subconscious thing to beat it. I didn't even realize it till last night, but this is what I do to beat that craving. I tell myself, you already smoked. So, we already did that. What am I doing now? I've got, like, you know, I'm in the habit of smoking my weed at night. I'll sit there, I'll smoke, I'll play a couple video games on my computer, and then I go about my life, you know? So, what I did last night was I told myself, okay, I already smoked, I already played my little video games. What do I normally do now when I'm done smoking? What I normally do is I'll watch a couple of videos on YouTube, I'll fix myself something to eat, and then I go to sleep. I don't like sleeping on an empty stomach. I know you're not supposed to eat before you go to sleep, but I've been doing it my whole life. But so my point is that those cravings go away. If you don't give into it, it goes away pretty quickly because your brain gets preoccupied with whatever else you're doing. So I told myself, okay, I already smoked, and now I'm at that point in the evening where I'm done smoking. What do I normally do at this time? I watch a couple of YouTube videos, I eat, and I go to sleep. So that's what I did. Now the difference is I don't have the guilt of giving into that craving and taking that loss. I have the pride of a victory, of not giving into that craving. Because here's the thing, whether you give into it or not, that initial satisfaction is going to fade quickly, and you're going to get to that point afterwards where you either did it or you didn't, but you're going to get to that point in time either way. So you may as well just skip the indulging in it and go to the same place you would have been afterwards. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to explain it as logically as possible. The human mind is a strange thing, and you can trick yourself into doing all kinds of things. I trick myself into working out harder than I want to, you know, and here's how I do that. I should probably make a whole video about it, but I'll give you the gist of it. So, I'm in the habit of doing sets of 40 push-ups. Lately, instead of counting out, I've got my own little weird counts I do, but here's what I do. So I count out 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. So the count in my head is at 5, but in reality I've done 10 push-ups. So what I do is I count double up to 10, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, etc. to 10. And then I've done 20 push-ups, but the count in my head is at 10. I start the count over for the next set of 20. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So in my brain is registering, we just did 2 sets of 10. We can do more. Physically, I've done 40 push-ups. You understand what I'm saying? I do the same thing with crunches. I do the same thing with leg lifts. I'm tricking my mind into, because sometimes when you're working out, you're like 36, 37, you're like, in your head, you're like, oh shit, we're getting up there, it's getting harder. When you're only hitting a 10 count over and over, I don't know. I'm telling you, look, I've been doing this a long time, and it works. You just trick your brain, and it works. I used to do sets of 100 push-ups every single day. What I was doing was 10 sets of 10. So I wasn't sitting there 77, 78, 79. No, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 30. 4. I do it to 100. So I've been tricking myself into working out harder than my brain thinks we're working out for a long, long time. And for me, it works. I can't speak for anyone but myself. But so there's an example of it. Now, what I do when I get the cravings and I don't want to give into it, I tell myself, instead of indulging, we already did that. Now, what do we do now? Let's say we smoked herb 2 hours ago. What do I normally do 2 hours after I smoke my herb? Watch a couple YouTube videos and go to sleep. Here's the thing. Whether I smoke the herb or not, I'm going to get to that point 2 hours later where I'm doing something else. So whether you smoke it or not, you're going to get to that point in time where you move on to the next thing you were going to do. Now, the difference is, since I didn't indulge and I didn't give in, I have a victory, and I have the pride of a victory instead of having a loss and the guilt of a loss. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I beat it. That's how I beat cravings. I just tell myself I already did that, and I get to the point in time 2 hours later where I would have been anyways. The only difference is I don't have the guilt of having indulged in that craving. Now, this is what I do for herb. What I did for the opiates. I used to be addicted to heroin, in case you didn't know that. What I did for that was, I was on Suboxone. But, the thing was, now here's the thing. I read this in Artie Lang's book, and he made a great point, and this really resonated with me because it made me realize something. Now, he was addicted to coke. I was addicted to heroin, but I've done my share of coke too. So he was saying basically the whole thing, it's like this big illusion. You think you enjoy it, you think you like it, but really what it all boils down to is the highlight of the whole experience is on your way to go get it. And I realized that's true for me too. The whole highlight of doing heroin was the best part is on my way to get it. And I go and I get it, and I'm all excited. I'm about to do my thing. I go home and I lay it out and I do it, and I get that initial high, and after that it's all downhill. After that, I'm like, towards the end when I was thinking, oh, I got to get off this shit and this and that, every time I get high, I'd feel so guilty. I couldn't even really enjoy it. So once I got past that initial going to get it and being all excited and getting it and doing it, after that, it was like a negative experience. I'd feel so guilty I couldn't even enjoy the high. And I'm like, damn, And I'd be thinking about what Artie Lang said, and I'm like, he's right, man. The whole thing, the highlight of this whole situation, it is on your way to go get it. And you know what I mean? After that, it's such a temporary satisfaction and such a temporary happiness that you may as well skip it and fast forward in time to where you would have been.
That was a
after you did it.
It got my bird
and
instead
the difference
of me.
is you didn't do it, and you've got a victory
That's why I couldn't
on your
mount the
record
bird.
instead of a loss. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense, because it works, and it worked for me last night. I could have easily smoked some herb last night, but instead of doing that, because there's really no reason I can smoke weed right now. It's I can still function and do everything I got to do. I was never in the habit of smoking weed all day. That's just not me. I like my sober self. I like I like to have my full brain intact. When I smoke weed, I'm a little slower. I'm just not as sharp. So I was never in the habit of just smoking herb all day, which I never
he's
understood
abandoned
how
base.
people want that. It's like another thing. I never understood how people want to just sleep all day. Like that would make me feel like shit. But so, you know, when I was smoking every day, I'd wait till the end of the day and smoke. So now it's like I said, all I've got to do to get here's another thing with the cravings that people don't realize. If you don't give into it, it goes away pretty quickly. And whether you give into it or not, you're going to get to that point afterwards where the satisfaction is gone anyway. So, you know what I mean? It's such a temporary happiness that
I can't help
whether,
this bird.
whether you indulge or not,
lost.
within a couple of hours, you're going to get to a point where it's worn off. So you may as well just fast forward to that point where it's worn off and not even do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because that point in time is inevitable. It's coming either way. Whether you face it with guilt or whether you face it with pride is up to you. And I've never had any food addiction or anything, but hopefully this can work for that too. Hopefully it can work for any addiction. Now, if you're dealing with heroin addiction, my advice is get on the subs, get on the Suboxone. I've heard too many horror stories about people trying to kick methadone. I never even touched methadone. I personally know people who have been on methadone for 30 years. So my advice is do the subs, because I've got a video that details exactly how to get off the subs. So the subs work. You can't do heroin on subs. They block it. So that's why they work. And they're easy. I don't want to say it's easy, but it's definitely doable to get off of those. And I've got a whole system I invented for it, and I've got a video about it. So just watch that video once you're ready. Once you're past the heroin and you're ready to get off the subs, watch that video. I'll link that video in the description. But so that's how I get over the cravings. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that would work with heroin, because like I said, I used Suboxone to get off the heroin, but you know, I was a different person back then. I have a feeling I might be able to do it without the subs this time, because I'm so far past it that you can't say what you would or wouldn't do with your current knowledge and experience. You know what I mean? Who knows? But that's how I get over the cravings of whatever it is. You know what I mean? So hopefully that makes sense. If you got any questions, try to get them in there early if you want a response, because that's the best time to get a response from me. Next video going up on my other channel is what I learned from the outlaw Josie Wales, which is such a great movie. The reason this video has taken a while is because there's so much to learn from that movie, from practical things to philosophical things to tracking, gunfighting. It's just a great movie. There's so much to learn from it, and that's going to be the next video on my other channel, which will be in the description. I'll link the other channel, what I learned at the movies. Next Patreon video should be going up towards the middle end of the week. Shit's real interesting over on Patreon. Go look at it if you want. Anyways, appreciate every single one of you. Hopefully this information helps some of y'all out, and I'll see you on the next one. If you want me to release the longer version of it, let me know. It's actually only about 5 minutes longer than this one, so it's up to y'all. If you want me to release it, I'll release it tomorrow. So let me know in the comments if you want to see the longer version of this. But anyways, appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thought I saw a Yudi here. Someone looked through the bags. Once these guys go down. pretty sure I saw Yudi die here. Somewhere. Maybe I'm mistaken. I thought it was big enough to be a Yudi. I was so sure. Well, that's the thing about those bags. They don't make them glow or anything, so you can't really be sure. Let's see. Anyway, this is the ice cave over here, and the ice cave's a bitch because you got Perlovia. That's the only reason it's a bitch. It is thick, it's congested. You can go in there with a Rex or an Aloe and probably survive if it's high enough level with a good enough saddle. I don't have a good enough saddle. I don't have a good enough Rex saddle. I don't have a good enough any saddle. But the Perlovia can reach you in most cases. People try Thylacoleo and multiple people go in there. You can do that, but like I said, there's no guarantee you get out of there alive. 144. I'm killing the weak ones because they don't really help. Need a bunch of powerful ones. If you don't kill the weak ones, the new ones won't spawn. Now we're looking for maybe 10 to 20 good high-level Megatheriums. And then I consolidate them, and that's all I'm going to do with them. I'll just consolidate, and if I can't do the alpha, I can't do the alpha. Same thing with the Yudi. I'll get a couple of high-level Yudi, just 2 of them, and get the imprint on the baby, and that's it. I'm not going to kill myself because I'm trying to farm. I'm trying to farm for element. I'm not trying to mutate the Megatheriums. That's why, to me, they weren't really an option. But, like I said, I got a really good saddle. 275 point saddle is good to at least kill the beta. So if I can farm the beta, I can get, I think it's 40 element per death. And I need 100 and maybe 150 element just to get started. So I'll have to do the boss at least 5 or 6 times. 64. Yeah. Highest I've seen so far in Megatherium is 144. The other one I think is like 32 or something like that for the Yudi. So far it's been bad hunting. Not been good hunting. Alright. Should have brought one of the other birds with me. They used to have this thing where you can instantly track the high level animals. And you get the coordinates for those animals. It was pretty awesome. Level 24 Yudi, saying always low level, nothing really good. I think what happened is because they're having the breeding bonanza. I think they did a dino wipe, and that dino wipe would have killed everything. Oh look, it's a Perlovia. What do you know? Come on, Perlovia. I know you want to jump my ass. The little baby wolves are coming back and forth. Alright, I want this. This. Okay. I think this is it. There it is. Now there is one right here. There's two of them right there. 16, useless. And this other one, 32, useless. A couple of useless animals. Kill them all. I was hoping one of them would be good. But no. Alright, that was Joey the Gypsy. Thumbs up to Joey. Let's see.
The best.
Alright, so this is Realist Being. Let's see what he says. The Dungeon Master.
The best day will be the last day. Just remember, the day you leave this planet and go to a better world will be the best day of your life. It doesn't matter how good you think your days have been in this world. Just wait till your last day and you'll be like, wow, this day is fucking incredible. Just fucking unbelievably amazing. And just, you know, your last day on Earth will give you the biggest relief you can ever feel in this world. The only things that would really come comparable to that, as far as moments you have in your life, would be, for example, if you get your cock licked by two bitches at once. Or say, for example,
come on. It's not that high level.
You're on a roller coaster.
Jeez.
And the roller coaster goes 0 to 360 kilometers per hour in 5 seconds. Something like that. Things like that would be fucking amazing, man. Those would compare realistically a fair amount to laying in a coffin. Don't stress about this world, guys. Don't even worry. The problems you're going through, whatever. The things that are annoying you in life and bothering you, whatever. Always remember, the best day of your life is still ahead of you.
Fucking trees.
It's still ahead of you. Until the day comes where you ascend and you rise.
That might be a high
elevate.
level one, but I'm not sure. I can't see shit.
Which is what will happen when you as a soul leave this prison body that you're in, which is this stupid human body that we live in. Remember that when that day comes, nothing but good will come for you. Nothing but good and positivity and optimism and just good feelings will come to you. Once you're done with this world,
they're dangerous as hell.
Don't even worry about what you're going through in life, whether it's related to school, related to work, related to family, related to friends. Don't worry about it, man. There are much better worlds and universes out there than this, and this galaxy that we are in is very vast, and this universe that we are in is just incredibly just vast is just an understatement. There's so much out there that none of our problems matter in our personal lives or with the people's problems around us. None of that shit matters, bro. Who gives a fuck? The only thing we can do in life to be considered a success is to breathe. All you need to do is breathe air, and you're a valuable person. But this world does not recognize it, and humans are evil, and they like taking away good things from you. And also, this universe manipulates people into being evil and cruel. And yeah, man, fuck this universe, fuck this planet, fuck humanity. I am ready.
It's a 96. Yeah, it's not good enough.
I wanna die. I wanna die. I wanna die. Man, the afterlife is waiting for me, and it welcomes me with open arms. Thank you.
Ah, shit, I killed it.
That goes out to everybody who supports me and stands by me and understands that this world that I'm living in is not the preferred place for me to be in. There are much, much more different places and universes and dimensions I would rather be in than this shit show, than this hellhole, than this miserable dumpster. I mean, come on, guys. Do you really think that this world is the best world for anybody to live in? It's not. People have fooled themselves because they're not used to anything else other than this world. So they just assume that this world is great and it's normal and everything here is just fine and everything is just okay and things are going great. That's not how it works, guys. Just because you haven't seen other universes or dimensions doesn't mean that this is the fucking pinnacle of what life has to offer. Like, let me tell you guys, life is way down here.
Last minute.
It's insanely low. This life that we're in, that we're living in this world, is such a low quality existence. It's so low quality, it's ridiculous. The fucking cum I released from my cock earlier today is basically more valuable than this life. Don't ever think that this world is all there is and that all the evil in this world is permanent, because it's not. Things will get better. Things will advance and move forward. The older you get, the better you will become. The older you get, the better life will get. Unless you're just a mentally ill retard and you continue to just devolve as you get older, like most people do. I'm only saying this message for smart people in society and for people that are not NPCs and mindless drones and clueless sheep. I'm saying this to the special people, to the wise people, to the people who don't eat cock and lick assholes for a living. The people who don't kiss ass and bend over backwards and get on their knees for anybody just to satisfy them and just get other people to like them. Come on, man. You're not supposed to make other people like you. That's not how life works. You do whatever you want and people will like you no matter what. It doesn't matter what you do in this world, no matter how good you are, no matter how evil you are, you will have supporters. That's the truth. Fuck wanting to do what other people say and fuck wanting to think how other people think. Get this shit out of your head. But yeah, I'm grateful that even with all these great days I've had, let me tell you guys this, I've had a lot of great moments in my life. I've had a lot of great moments in my life, many of them. You guys would think I don't with the way I talk and how I act and behave, but It couldn't be further from the truth. I've had a lot of great moments in life. But does that make it worth living to me? No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Oh, wow, guys. You guys have no idea what's happened to me in my life to get me to this point. The fact that I'm saying all this shit should let you guys know, and you guys should understand just by my words what I have gone through in life. I know I've said before that words mean nothing, but my words have impact. My words have meaning. So do a good amount of people's opinions. I'm kidding, fuck that. Nobody's opinions matter. They're all trash and worthless. And I don't give a fuck about anybody's opinions or beliefs but my own. Because I am not some fucking sheep who conforms to society and bends over backwards for people just to satisfy them and to appease them and to make them like me. I don't give a fuck what people think of me, who likes me, who doesn't like me. They can all choke on my dick and gag on my cum. I don't give a fuck. They can sit down and get a blindfold put on their head, and then I'll tell them that I'm gonna give them a bat and they need to whack a pinata to escape. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an explosive in front of them. I'm gonna say, all right, take a swing. They're gonna take a swing. Fucking boom. Explosion. Blood splatters everywhere. The body gets completely mutilated and obliterated. There's arms, legs everywhere. Fuck all this negativity in life, man. I'm gonna think of whatever I want to think of. I'll say whatever I want to say. I'll do whatever I want to do to make myself happy. And if what I do with my life offends anybody, whether they know me personally or not, they can lick my boogers and jump off of a 4-story balcony. Take care, everybody. Remember, the best day of your life is still coming, but you have not gone through your best day in this life yet. Don't worry about it. Whenever the time comes for me to leave this world and go somewhere better, I'm going to be so happy. The only thing is I hope that it's not painful, and I hope it's not slow. I hope it's quick and painless. But I still want to be able to reflect. Yes. Take care, everybody. I hope life's treating you well, even though I know it's not, and your lives all suck, and you guys all hate your lives. I understand. I know, guys, I get it. Life sucks. The universe sucks. Humanity sucks. I get it. I understand. Be grateful you know somebody who understands, which is me. Be grateful, just like I'm grateful for you guys. So yeah, many great moments in my life, many great things I've gone through, many great things I've seen, but the best day of my life will be the day that I die.
A lot of people feel that way, actually, in reality. Sad as it is. A lot of people feel like the day my torment is over is the only day that matters. You know, it's the day that I'm free from all this pain and suffering and disappointment. You know, best laid plans mean nothing down here. You have to have permission. You have to have favor. Some people they have organized it based on soul contracts that you don't even get to weigh in. You don't even get to weigh in on the soul contract conditions. You don't even get a chance to debate. So unless you make a contract with the entity on the planet, you're pretty much fucked. They're going to give you the shit. They set up magical barriers, so if you send an attack, it comes back to you like several times over. That's how evil they are. I mean, they're absolutely dead set on keeping the power structure the way it is. And I say power structures because it tells you who has the power. Whoever has the power has the control. And whoever has the control determines the future of man and the world, Earth. Like, I went out and I voted for Trump. Well, even if Trump doesn't win and Kamala wins, then I'm still going to pray for our leaders, because I want the leaders to be, as on point as possible. Some of these people are not benevolent. Some of these people are not part of the good side or the good guys. And so my prayers would be wasted on people who are not on the good guys. So it just depends on how you see it. But, prayer is like voting. You get enough votes, something happens. So that's the way it is, unfortunately. So anyway, I hope everything works out, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm pretty much heading back home. I got a bunch of trophies, but I didn't get any tames because they were all shit. Because of the breeding bonanza, they probably have to kill all the wild dinos more often. And based on the levels that I saw, which were all very low-level dinos, they pretty much have killed off dinos for a while. So probably now is not the best time to go out trying to tame a high-level dino, since when you cull them, when you kill all the dinos, all the wild dinos at once to make space, you pretty much kill all the ones that have been there for a while, the older dinos. But like I said, the good thing is I got lots of trophies. I got 11 trophies, 12 trophies. I got to go get that stuff out of there. Yeah. That's okay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. You guys take care.